Hello everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. Welcome back to round 2, episode 2 of our Claustrophobia de Profundis playthrough, run-through. Just really getting underway. We only took one turn so far, it wasn't that eventful. But we're going to continue on. The first, I do have a minor correction, but I still want to get it out of the way. So let me take you to the player boards, and we're going to do that first. When in this scenario, when we collect a stash, we something from the stash which gives us the relic here, we also get to collect a advantage card. So we're going to draw one of those and see what we get. We wouldn't have been able to use it last turn anyway, so it doesn't matter that I'm doing it now. And we're going to get the lucky amulet. It says, play this during an initiative phase after rolling the action dice. Select one action dice and change the score to a score of your choice. Well, heck, that's pretty nice. I think we'll just put that right up here. Keep our stuff in line there. That's a good card, very helpful. And speaking of initiative, that's what we're going to do next. Now once again, our Sicaria has this tactician ability which allows us to roll an extra dice. So we're going to have a total of 5 dice to roll for our initiative, and we get to place 4 of them, of course, one in each guy. So first I need to take the ones out that we've already done from last turn. And we'll get 5 dice up, we'll roll these up and see what we get. So not that great of a roll, but it's okay. On the second turn, I'm not going to waste our lucky amulet yet. We know we can get rid of this one, but we still have 1 to contend with. We have a 6 and a 5. So, yeah, we're going to use 5. Well, let me go back and show you what we're going to do here. Well, we're going to put our 5 back into our Redeemer, and then we'll place our 6. I think we're going to place our 6 in yeah, let's do it with our Sicaria. She needs to stay pretty tough. And then we will, well, you know what, if we put the 3 in there, she can move twice. I think we're going to do that. So we're going to give the 6 to our Brute. We're going to give the 3 to our Sicaria so she can get 2 moves and maybe pick up a relic if we get lucky. And 1. Okay, there. So he's going to have the lowest stats right now, but he's got a high attack in case we get attacked. Now, our Redeemer did put a 5 in there, so he gets to do our Aura of Precognition, which allows me to look at the tiles and put them back in the order that I want. So we're going to do that, and then I'll get to our exploration. Additionally, I want to use our Blessed ability from our Redeemer, and he can put this token on another character. And since I think she's going to move and only have 1, well, she's going to have a hide. We could do that and give her a 3, or we could put it on our Condemned Blade and give him a big attack bonus of, he'd have a total of 5 attack dice. Let me do that and see how that goes for us. We don't know where everybody's going to end up this turn. Well, we can only hold off the inevitable so long with the tiles. We're going to get some tiles that I don't want fairly soon. But anyway, let's do this. We'll run our Redeemer first. He's going to move up. You know what? I need to double check something on the Blessed. I wonder if I have to be in the same space as them. To do that, I just need to check that. It says during the initiative phase, provide support to another warrior of their choice. The chosen warrior can choose to gain either the bonus of +1 movement or +2 combat until the end of the round. Doesn't have to be on. Okay, he doesn't have to be in the same place. Just one of the people. So he moves up to here, and that's basically going to end his action. Now we're going to take her, and she's going to move 1 and then 2 to here, and we're going to get this tile. So I'm going to scroll the camera up a little bit so you have a better view of the action here. Okay, so I think we'll take this. It really doesn't matter which way we place it. It's going to go like right there, which she will move on to. And again, now she's going to get to pick up her relic. Okay, here's the little token for her. We're going to go put that on her board. And now she and the Redeemer each have one relic in their possession. And that also allows us then to draw another card for our advantages. Let's pull back here and take a look at that. So let's draw the card. Okay, I did shuffle them, but so we got 2 lucky amulets. All right, we'll take it. I guess that means we'll be able to use those pretty soon, I would imagine. Now, let's go on with our brute and our blade. So I think they're both going to. Now, if we both leave here, then they can come in. Enemies can come into here, but that's okay because this damages them. So the demon player is probably not going to want to do that. So they're going to move him there. And do I move him back and hang with the Redeemer, or do I wait for him? I think we'll wait for him because there are no. Well, yeah, there is one exposed tile. I think he'll move back here with him, and they'll move together. That way we don't have people on their own, because that could lead to their demise rather quickly. But okay, let's continue on and see what we get for our. That was our. So we did our initiative phase, and we did our actions phase. Now we got to go to the threat phase for the demons. Okay, so if you recall last time we got this, so we're going to get to roll an extra die. So now we're going to have 4 dice to roll this turn, and that's going to be right here. So we're going to roll those. Well, what do we got? Let me think about this, and then we'll come right back. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So first off, we're going to actually use this 12 to trigger a trap. This trap says a human warrior of your choice suffers a hit. The human player chooses the line of action that will be canceled. And I'll show you how that works in just a moment. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do that so we can draw another event card, and then we're going to do that to continue to, well, yeah, we could do that or that. I don't know. Do I want more TP? Yeah, let's get 2 more TP instead. So we're going to add 2 more to our pile. On here we're going to get to draw another event card. We draw the worst is yet to come. It says play during the threat phase. The demon player rolls an extra die of destiny during the next threat phase. The effect of this card can be canceled by the use of oil for your lamp, but we don't, we don't have those in this scenario. So that's our other card. And now we just got to go do damage to one of our characters. And the demon has decided to damage the Sicaria. And it says the human player gets to choose which line is canceled. So let me go show you how that works. So one of the mechanics that I really like in Claustrophobia is the damage mechanic. So we have these lines, as we get to pick and choose which ones we have. So when you damage a line, it basically takes it out of action. And I think that what we're going to do here is, it's a tough one, but I think we're going to cover up this. We're going to damage the 6. It does give her a high defense, but she's going to go on. She's going to have to be on the offensive from time to time as well. And she has a special ability that no troglodytes, tough or not, can enter play on the warrior's tile because of her necklace of ears. So she's a little more defensible anyway, just because of that. So we're going to do that, and that'll be the end of the threat phase for the demon. Now we're starting to make some headway into this. In the catacombs here, but the demons don't have any creatures on the board yet, so there is no action phase for the demon player. Chose not to bring them out. They could bring them out, but there's no place to bring them out. They have to bring them in on an open edge where there's no players, unless I can get a 7 on the dice, combination of 7, which I wasn't able to do. Then they can bring them in on ones with the players, except for the one with the Sicaria, because that's her the necklace of ears will allow for that. And the demon doesn't want to bring any troglodytes into that tile because they'll just die. Could spend 3 points and bring a hellhound, but it'll then come in damaged. And we want to avoid that. So that tile's been really effective for human players. But that's going to end the turn. So I think I'll take one more turn in this video, and we'll continue on. So we're going to go back to the initiative phase for the human players. So our Redeemer does have this ability called Aura of Healing. The problem with this Aura of Healing, if he can get a 4, is it says it only works on condemned warriors. So I have to look up and see if our Sicaria, who is damaged by the demon player, is a condemned warrior or not, or counts. But regardless of that, we are going to make our initiative roll, so let's roll it now. Remember, we get an extra die because of the Sicaria's tactician skill. So we got these. That means we're going to have a 6, so no precognition this turn, but that's okay. Well, the Sicaria are considered condemned warriors, but they're neither on the space with the Redeemer or and the Demon, and we don't have a 4 for our actions. So let's start to place our stuff out here and see what we're going to do. With the 6 there, I think we're going to place a 3 in the Redeemer. That will allow him to use not only his aura of protection, but also allow him to move 2 and catch up. We also need to do something with the Brute. He can't move 2, but that's okay. So we're going to give him the other 2, I believe. Then we'll give the 6 to our Condemned Blade for Hire, and the 3 to our Sicaria here. So we're going to start with the Redeemer and get him to move. And also, he has this ability, so during his activation, the Redeemer has the Elusive talent. Not that that's going to help us right now, but it could later on. So whenever he places a 3 there. So let's go back to the board and move our heroes. Well, I think we're going to do something a little different with these guys. So first off, the Redeemer, who has 2 movement, is going to move here. I was going to move him here, but I decided not to. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move him over to this space here instead. That gives us some options for movement. So he ends up here. Now that's a hole in the ground. And what does that do for us? Well, let me read that to you. Hole in the ground. It says when this tile is played, the demon player must place a hole in the ground marker on another tile already in play. The troglodytes can spend 1 movement to move between a tile with a hole in the ground to another tile with a hole in the ground. So I think we got something clever to do. So we're going to take this one and we're going to, well, could put it here, and that way they could move back and forth between there and avoid yeah. Or we can put it here, and if he moves off, well, then we're going to alert them. But yeah, I think that puts us in an interesting position. So they're going to put the other hole in the ground right in the middle there. Okay, so that's going to end the Redeemer. Now, I think what we'll do with him is he'll simply move here. He could stay there, and guard that place so that they can't come in. See, right now they could come in and move from here to there, but we're going to have to fight eventually. So the other one we got that can move 2 is going to be our Sicaria. So I think she'll go 1, 2 with our Redeemer, and then our guy here is going to move 1 and be protected there. So unfortunately, the troglodytes do have a couple places to come in this turn, but we were going to have to fight them eventually. So let's continue on. Okay, so that's going to end our actions for our human players. Now we're going to go to the demon player. Now we did not take this. We could use this to roll another die. In fact, we might as well. We're going to play this. The worst is yet to come, and get another die roll. So we have 4 again this turn. And we're going to roll our dice for the threat phase. Well, that's interesting. So I think we're definitely going to use this, but let's see what we're going to do with the others. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to place this here on Taste for Blood. It says during the current threat phase, the human warriors can no longer prevent the appearance of troglodytes and demons, but they can still enter the game via a non-explored opening. So they can now enter on openings where players are. Actually, you know what? That's not going to work well for us. But let me think about that, and I'll tell you why. So we're going to spawn some bad guys now, but the Sicaria still has this ability where no troglodyte, tough or not, can enter play on the warrior's tile, even using a Taste for Blood or burrowing monsters. Results from the Board of Destiny or the layer tile. So the object has no effect if the warriors are, okay, well that doesn't matter, she's not exhausted. But our demon cannot have beasts enter there. So the only place they can have them enter is, well, I wonder if this is, I guess they can, yeah. Okay, let's do this. I don't want them to enter here either, so we might be screwed again on that. Yeah, because then I might have done something else with those dice. Let me think about this just a little bit more. I don't want them to enter here because they'll take damage. I could have them enter here, but then they have to pass through. So either way, we're kind of in bad shape. I could have them enter here this turn, though, and I might have some of them do that because they can use the hole in the ground. But unfortunately, I think that still means that the burrowing monsters and that they still can't use this, do it through that ability, so they still can't come out that hole right now. Okay, so troglodytes cost just 1 threat point. So we're going to take 4 of our threat points, and we're going to populate 4 troglodytes in this room so they can eventually make their way through that hole and maybe attack the guys coming in. So it's going to take 4, and I don't know if we're going to do much more really. We've got to get up to a place. That room is really messing with us. And hellhounds can't use the tunnel, I don't think, so I have to look at that. But because I would like to get a hellhound on the board as well. Regardless, we can do that. One of the reasons I did want to place them there is they can still do this. It says play when a demon or hellhound, not a troglodyte, attacks. The warrior can attack an opponent in a tile adjacent to its own. This is considered a ranged attack. So I may still summon one of the hellhounds there, but if I do that, he's going to have to take damage to run through that tile. Yeah, I think we'll do it. We got to start hitting these guys where they're at, right? So I'm going to get one of the hellhounds out. They're cool looking, by the way. That's one of the hellhounds. It is going to go there too because it is going to attack using this acid projection. And let me show you the hellhound card. Here's the hellhound, and as you can see, I have to apply a die to that. So we're not going to do that this turn. I apologize. So yeah, I have to apply dice. If I do nothing, they just have a high defense. They won't be able to attack. So we'll put him out there anyway because we can still get him somewhere and perhaps cut these guys off. Minor correction before I end today. I just reminded myself that you can only have 3 demon creatures or 3 heroes, so 6 total units in a given area. So I took the 2 of them off, and I'm giving the demon back 2 threat tokens as a result, and that is going to end the actions for the demons. So they're starting to come out. Well, I can still have I can still have a troglodyte attack one of the guys, and I think we'll have him attack the brute since the brute has the lowest defense right now. Well, the brute and the condemned have the same defense, but we're going to do that. That's going to give 1 die for the troglodyte. He's going to spit at the brute. So here's the die. Let's see what we get here. A 4. So he missed. So the acid did not hit the brute, and that is going to end our turn. So got some things coming. Finally, some demons on the board. Some things are happening. And we're trying to box the heroes in so that the demons can come through that tunnel, that hole in the ground from one place to the other. Anyway, that's going to end our session for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.